Hello everyone, this is Solar Tiger with an update on my solar system. Today is Sunday the 22nd of June and the weather has been very bright today. The time now is 7:15 in the evening, so the sun is not as bright as it was, but the weather has been nice. You can see everything growing in the garden outside. We did some tidying up in the garden. We trimmed the lawn and did some trimming. Inside, the SunSaver Duo, which is hooked up to just a 50-watt panel at the moment, is topping off the power box. The voltage there is just under 14 volts. The 20-watt panel, as you can see over here, is running my 12-volt fan directly through a homemade adapter. It is running slowly because the sun has gone down. But earlier on it was going really fast when the sun was out, and it was providing a nice refreshing breeze. If I come over to the main system, you can see the SunSaver has the green light on, showing that the batteries are well charged. The current voltage, you might not be able to see, but it says 12.94. If I come to the solar panel input meter, you can see I am pulling in 15 watts at the moment because the sun is not that bright. But earlier on I peaked at 120.1 watts from the solar panels, which was 4.16 amps. We have produced, let me just wait for it to come round, 11.94 amp hours, which is 401.2 watt hours. I will admit that most of this has gone into running the inverter and charging the batteries. I have been having a charging session. I have been using my 5 plug-in battery chargers on this power strip and the multi-charger with 2 C-size and 1 9-volt battery. I have been charging the metal detector battery, and I charged the power drill twice and the digital radio. I also used the other battery charger on its own as well, so I've been charging all my batteries today. You can see the inverter is still working. The current is about 1 or 2 amps and the load is 10 watts on the AC side. But there has been a big change. Over here is my new workbench that I built. The other day we were tidying the shed and I pulled out these materials from the shed and thought that this would make a good workbench. So I put this together. Also on my workbench I have a 12-volt socket on the side here with a USB charger in it at the moment. But I also used it for other things, which I will show you in a moment. I was running this 12-volt car fan, which I plugged into the socket. That fan is very powerful. It draws 12 watts, but it's an oscillating fan, and it is quite powerful. Also today I have been charging some mobile phones. This one started at approximately 20% battery, and as you can see now the battery is at, I'll just read it for you, at 98%. Also I have a light over my work area. I shall turn it on and it illuminates the work area very well. I have also been charging my iPad. As you can see, it shows 100% charged. So this is my workbench. I have my component cabinet and fuses and connectors. At the back is a camping lantern which uses AA batteries, rechargeable ones. You have some Mr. Beams lights here. I've been charging the batteries in the Mr. Beams lights. Although they were working perfectly, I thought I would just top them up. We have been listening to the digital radio for most of the day, so that is working well. Okay, I also used my 12 volt soldering iron, which plugs into the socket on the side of the workbench. As you can see, this is a 12 volt soldering iron. This is a 20 watt soldering iron. It works very well. Okay, also I have been running an experiment with my Sunsaver MPPT charge controller, and I have been collecting some numbers. I just wanted to produce a quick table to show the ratio of the current coming from the solar panels and the current going to the batteries, bearing in mind that this is an MPPT charge controller. I just wanted to know how well it worked. So as you can see, when the solar panels were putting out 0.6 amps, the controller was giving me 4.5 amps. At 1.2 volts input, 1.2 amps input, I was getting 5.3 out. At 1.34 amps, I was getting 5.5 amps out. At 1.6, I was getting 5.7 amps out. At 1.8, I was getting 5.9. At 1.82, I was getting 6.2. At 2.43 amps in, I was getting 7.9 out. At 2.7 amps in, I was getting 8.1 amps out, and so on. The highest value I recorded was 3.65, that was giving me 10.3 amps. So, thank you for watching my videos today. Thank you.